Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine. So, now today we are going to start with our second semester part. We are going to start with history lesson number 8 on textbook page number 36, and the name of the lesson is Civil Disobedience Movement. Now, still far we had seen 7 chapters, and in each and every chapter we had been to different topics. Now first let me give you the introduction about this chapter, what is there in this lesson. So in this chapter we are going to get a detailed descriptions about the first and second phases of civil disobedience movement. In the first phase, there were many satyagrahas at various places, such as Dandi Satyagraha, Peshawar Satyagraha, Solapur Satyagraha, and Dharasana Satyagraha. This chapter also includes the name of the various leaders who took the initiative to be a part of civil disobedience at various parts of India. It also includes the story of Babu Gini, who gained martyrdom because of his sacrifice for Mother India. In this chapter, we are going to see the various roundtable conferences that were held for discussing the constitutional issues of India. It also includes the reason of failure of roundtable conference. It also focuses on the second phase of civil disobedience movement, which became the first phase due to several reasons. So this was a gist of this lesson. So let us start with the lesson on page number 36. After the resolution of complete independence was passed in Lahore session, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the civil disobedience movement. Now, as we had seen that there was a complete independence and it was passed in which session? Lahore session, and Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the civil disobedience movement. Before beginning this movement, Gandhiji put up various demands in front of British government. Now, before starting this civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji had put up various demands in the front of British government. One of the important demand was to cancel the salt tax and monopoly of British government for the manufacture of salt. Now, first, as Gandhiji decided that we have to start with the movement of civil disobedience, the most important demand put forth by the Gandhiji was that he told that the British has to cancel the tax on the salt, and he also told the British to end the monopoly of government to manufacture of salt. Okay, but because the demands of Gandhiji were rejected by the government, he decided to launch satyagraha all over India by breaking the Salt Act. But the what demands Gandhiji has put forth in front of British, they had what? They had rejected both the things. First was what? To cancel the salt tax, and the second was to end the monopoly of the government to the manufacturer salt. So this both things were what? Rejected by the government. So what did Gandhiji decided? Gandhiji decided that to launch, he said that I will launch a satyagraha all over India by breaking the Salt Act. Okay. Now let us see. Salt is an important ingredient in the food of common people. As you know, if your mother cooks a food and if there is no salt, that food doesn't taste nice. So salt is what? An important ingredient. Okay. Hence it was unjust to impose tax on an essential commodity like salt. So what Gandhiji said, that salt is very essential commodity, okay, and it is what, it is not liable, it is very unjust to put what, to put tax on that salt. Therefore Gandhiji started the salt satyagrah, and this was the reason the salt satyagrah was started. Salt satyagrah was a symbolic, now the salt satyagrah was, it was what, it was very symbolic, okay. The extensive objective behind it was to break the oppressive and unjust law of British government through peace and satyagrah. Now what was the main objective after this salt satyagrah? That was what, only to break the oppressive unjust laws, whatever the unjust laws the British government has made. The main objective of Gandhiji was that to break that unjust laws, okay, and that also with how, with peace and satyagrah, okay. Gandhiji chose Dandi, a seashore in Gujarat, to begin the salt satyagrah. Now to start this salt satyagrah, Gandhiji had chose one place, and what was that name of the place? Dandi, and it was situated where, near a seashore in Gujarat, okay. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji set out from Sabarmati Ashram with 78 followers for launching the salt satyagrah. Now on 12th March 1930, Gandhiji had started what? From Sabarmati Ashram, okay. He started this salt satyagrah from Sabarmati Ashram with how many followers? 78 followers for launching the salt satyagrah. A distance of approximately 385 km was covered on foot, and Gandhiji delivered speeches in the villages on the way. When they started the salt satyagrah, at that time when they started walking, the distance was approximately from Sabarmati to Dandi, how many kilometer it was? 385 kilometers, and Gandhiji has covered this full distance on foot. And when he was on the foot, whatever the small villages used to come, he used to give speeches over in that villages, okay. He was giving the information about the salt satyagrah, why they were doing the salt satyagrah and all, okay. Though the speeches, Gandhiji appealed to the people to be fearless and join the civil disobedience movement. Now in his speech, what did Gandhiji said to the people? He said to people that you be what? Fearless. Don't fear to whom? The British governments, and you have to join with the civil disobedience movement. Due to Gandhiji's speeches, message of civil disobedience movement spread everywhere, and a favorable atmosphere was created. As Gandhiji was giving speeches in small villages and all, and of civil disobedience movement, and it has spread what? Everywhere, and even Gandhiji got what? A favorable reaction also, okay. On 5th April 1930, Gandhiji reached Dandi. On 5th April 1930, Gandhiji reached at Dandi. When he had started when he started from Sabarmati on 12th March 1930. So 12th March and April. So from 12 to 5 April. So he reached where? From Sabarmati he reached to Dandi. On 6th April, Gandhiji broke the Salt Act by picking up the salt, laying on the seashore of Dandi, and civil disobedience movement started all over the country. Now on 6th April, on the very next day after reaching Dandi, what he did? He just picked up some salt lying on the seashore, and he started the civil disobedience movement, and it started all over the country, okay. Now let us start with the next topic, that is the Peshawar Satyagrah. Now let us see what is the Peshawar Satyagrah. I hope you know the meaning of disobedience. Obedience means what? To follow all rules and regulations, okay. That is what obedience. For example, when your teacher tells you that you have to come in complete school uniform, you are what? You are obeying the rules of the school, okay. That is what? obedience. Okay, disobedience means not to follow. That is what disobedience. Okay, whatever the laws the British used to make, unjust laws, not laws but unjust laws, which was not in the favor of the people. So Gandhiji used to tell the pupils that you should not follow the laws. That is what civil disobedience. Okay, and satyagraha, what do you mean by satyagraha? Satyagraha means without violence. Okay, by doing fasting, that is known as satyagraha. Okay, so let us start with the second topic now, the Peshawar Satyagraha. In the northwest frontier, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was the most loyal follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Now, in the northwest frontier, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was what? He was the most loyal follower of whom? Mahatma Gandhi. He had founded the organization called Khudae Khidmat Gar. Now, this Abdul Ghaffar Khan, he had founded what? One organization. And what was the name of that organization? Khudae Khidmat Gar. On 23rd April 1930, he started Satyagraha at Peshawar. On 23rd April 1930, he has started. Who? He means who? Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Okay, he started Satyagraha at where? Peshawar. The town was in the hands of the Satyagrahis nearly for a week. Now that town, the Peshawar town, was in the hands of Satyagraha for nearly a week. The British government gave order to Garhwa regiment to carry out open firing on the Satyagrahis. Now, when these Satyagrahis were, this town, that is Peshawar, was